What's up, YouTube? This video is brought to you by Webull. If you'd like to help out the channel and get some free stock, make sure you check out my link below. Hey, I'm Chris Sane, and I make videos on how to invest and build wealth through the stock market. Today's video is on 10 things not to do with your money. Listen, guys, I got a jam-packed video for you, and so I need you to not only take some notes, but make sure you share this with at least 10 people, guys, because beyond just the stock market and teaching you guys how to build wealth, showing you my plays each and every day, I have to talk to you about the other things that help you reach a level of success on your journey, okay? So without further ado, let's dive into it. Okay, guys, I want to welcome you all to my channel. If you are new around here, again, I'm Chris Sane, and each and every day, I try my best to help you guys learn how to build wealth through investing through the stock market. But today, I want to talk to you about the 10 things not to do with your money. If you don't know by now, I'm a young, retired multi-millionaire. Listen, guys, I built my wealth primarily through the stock market and through investing, but I'm also a highly successful entrepreneur, author of 5 books, 2 which happen to be bestsellers. Listen, guys, more information can be found on these down in the description below. Today though, guys, I want to give you the 10 things not to do with your money. So make sure you take some notes and begin your journey right now following some of these steps, okay? Let's get to it. Number 1 is developing a wealth mindset and not living paycheck to paycheck. Listen, guys, I come from the trenches, and so I deal with young men that are from the trenches, and that's the number 1 thing that I try to teach them in terms of the mindset, okay? Getting beyond living paycheck to paycheck, understanding that, again, you can begin to save, budget, and then build a life that you desire to live versus feeling like there's no hope and that this bit of money you get from this job you don't like is all there is to life, guys. So listen, get out of the habit of living paycheck to paycheck and begin to budget and put money away. Number 2 is getting a checking account. Too oftentimes I see, at least where I'm from, we're going to the local corner store trying to cash our check, or we're doing some type of scam or some type of just non-appropriate way of just transacting our money, okay? Get you guys a checkings account, okay? Do not cash your check at a store. Do not cash your check at a grocery store or a corner store, okay? Make sure that you are setting yourself up properly by getting yourself a checkings account where you can safely and securely have your money direct deposited to that, and then when you need it, you go withdraw money out and or use your credit card, okay? Working with young men, too oftentimes I see that they don't even have a checkings account, they don't have a debit card, half of them barely have ID, okay? So for me, the work is never ending, making sure that we get the necessities in place so that we at least can get off to the right start. Number 3 is don't forget about that emergency fund. Listen, guys, if you've been with me for any amount of time, you know I started this channel because most Americans, especially my people, we can't handle a $400 emergency, and very few of us have $1,000 in our emergency fund. Guys, when you're starting off, just like I help you guys hit these home runs with the stocks, get at least $1,000 into your emergency fund, okay? That is number 3, okay? Because listen, emergencies will happen, especially when they see you trying to do your thing, especially when you're trying to level up. The adversary going to send all kind of attacks at you, and the last thing you want to do is to get caught slipping because you didn't put money away to handle a small emergency, and that small emergency knocks you off your square, and then before you know it, you're off your A game and you're back to square one. Guys, don't forget to build out your $1,000 emergency fund. Number 4, go bless somebody. You know, around here, man, we are in the blessing business. If you don't know me, that's what I spend the majority of my wealth doing, taking care of the hood, taking care of the community, and being a blessing to others. I often have a challenge: go bless somebody. If you watch my videos to the end, I'm always challenging you to go out and be a blessing to somebody else. Go grab up a young man that might need a haircut or a lineup and bless him. Put some money in his pocket. Put some money on these people, young men and young women that you might see out here struggling, okay? Go bless somebody That is number 4. Don't spend all your money on you. Don't make it all about you. I'm telling you, life is much, much more better when you are spreading your riches and spreading your wealth once you get to that level where you can do so. But develop the mindset now en route to becoming a millionaire or en route to becoming debt free, okay? Because that's the best way to be. Number 5 is don't avoid paying your bills, guys. Too often times we try to duck off when we see the bill collectors call versus making arrangements. Listen, 9 times out of 10, if you just pick up that phone and talk to them and you build with them just a little bit, you will understand that you can set up some payment arrangements that's in alignment with what you can afford to avoid late fees, to avoid messing up your credit or having that late payment reflect on your credit, okay? Listen, guys, don't avoid the bill collector, okay? We need to make sure we're paying our bills on time, but more importantly, we're paying our debt off completely, because the way to true prosperity and the way to truly build wealth is to be debt free. But you can't be debt free if you got bills lingering because you didn't open the envelopes up and check the mail, or you didn't answer the phone when they came calling, okay? Get that taken care of. And that leads me to number 6, which is get out of debt, okay? It's a great segue because I just got done talking about you want to be out of debt, and one way to get out of debt is paying your bills. Listen, guys, I'm an open book, one of the most transparent people you're gonna come across on YouTube. And listen, in 2018, my wife and I became debt free, okay? And that opened the floodgates for not only the amount of money I began to be able to invest, but how much more I can bless others, okay? Get out of debt, because guys, it really breaks you out of bondage. It helps you, again, expedite the growth in your investments and your wealth building journey, okay? So listen, guys, focus, and have a narrow-minded vision for getting out of debt. I don't care if you start with student loan debt. I don't care if you start with a lease payment you got. I don't care if it's a medical bill, consumer debt, credit card debt. Get out of debt. Start with the smallest one so that you can build your confidence up, knock that off, and then move to the next one, okay? Get yourself out of debt, because again, it releases you from bondage so that you can go about your life and begin to invest more. And then once you out of debt, guys, that is a great opportunity to build your 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Now listen, when you rock with me, you know I talk about I have a 12-month emergency fund, a 24-month and a 36-month emergency fund. But listen, when you walking in purpose and when you walking with God's favor, He protects you. He has things, again, miss you. So I'll tell you guys, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't had a major emergency in years. And so guess what my emergency fund is doing? Growing, untouched. Okay, build it up 3 to 6 months, but then challenge yourself to get 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. And I'm an investor. I'm a big time investor. So a lot of my stuff is just working for me and on my behalf. We will get to that step, but out the gate, once you get that free, build up that 3 to 6 month emergency fund, guys. It will come in handy. It will also add to your overall net worth. It will also let you see how close you are to leaving the corporate plantation and retiring early. Number 8, don't despise your humble beginnings. Listen, guys, I often talk about not despising your 9 to 5. My 9 to 5 before I retired, it's what helped me build my wealth, okay? For 12 years, I was just investing quietly with my head down, grinding, blessing others, helping the community, but ducked off, putting money away. Don't despise your humble beginnings, guys. Again, you gotta know that it takes time. Nothing is about getting rich quick. Nothing is about it happening overnight. You wanna make sure that you are falling in love with the process. I often say embrace the grind, enjoy the climb. You got to, on this journey of wealth building, especially if you want to leave the corporate plantation, retire early, build generational wealth for you, your kids, and your kids down the line, guys. That's possible, but you can't fake it till you make it. You can't live outside your means. You can't be trying to keep up with the Joneses, guys. So listen, do those things in terms of remaining grounded, not faking it, but putting in the work till you really got it, and then everything comes into play. Number 9 is don't leave your family with nothing. Listen, guys, the whole point of building wealth is so that you can pass it off and on to others, okay? Listen, man, we all gonna leave this earth one day, and you can't take it with you. So you need to be making accommodations now for what charities you wanted to go to, what family members you want to inherit some of your wealth, what your kids you want to inherit some of your wealth. Guys, listen, it's about leaving a legacy, okay? And you do that now by doing steps 1 through 8 so that you can get yourself in position to be able to do that, because that's what it's all about, guys. We're here for a short time. There will be people here, meaning your loved ones, your grandkids, your kids. They will be here way longer than you and well after you leave this earth. And so do what you can now so that they don't have to go through some of the things you went through, and hopefully you make life just a tad bit easier for them, okay? And last but not least, number 10 is don't forget to invest. Listen, guys, I come on here each and every day. I share my portfolio. I share the plays I'm making. I share when I buy. I share when I sell. But all of that comes down to is investing. Don't forget to put your money to work for you. Give your money a purpose, okay? Put your army of dollars to work so that, again, while you out living life, working, or whatever you're doing, you have something working on your behalf behind the scenes, guys. It's important that you embrace investing. No longer should it be a subject or a thing that you don't think is for you. For too long, we felt like it wasn't for us. Now we know. We got real life examples of people that made it, people that's doing it, and that's here pouring back into you to help you level up, to show you what's possible, okay? So don't forget to invest. Make sure you find your trusted voice so you can get some tips and learn some lessons, get some coaching, whatever you need, so that you know that you are getting the right foundation built for your investment journey, okay? That's very key. But listen, I told you, I'm young and retired. I would have got there without investing, okay? Investing just a little bit of money, it turns into a lot over time, but you got to be committed to the process, okay? And as long as you committed to the process, you're not touching it, you're not messing up the compounded interest and the growth that it's going to have year after year, guys, it's inevitable that you too will be a multi-millionaire. So listen, guys, don't forget to invest. That's number 10. Please do me a favor and share this video with at least 10 people. I pray for you guys each and every day, man, and I'm hoping that these videos and my journey and my openness has been a blessing to you on some level. Do me a favor and make sure that you are following the steps. Rewatch this if you need to, but don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Listen, we make videos like this every day, so if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result, very few consider the journey. Do me a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stock using my link below, and I'll see you all in the next one.